Good morning, good afternoon, it's dark, good evening. So, I don't know what time you're watching this, so I'd just like to say all three of them, just in case. Could be one of those. So, today, I'm in one of those moods where I didn't really know what to eat, so I've looked in the fridge. So, I've just done a video where I experimented with kale chips in the air fryer, and that was delicious. I put sriracha on the last batch, and it led me to want to eat something Asian. So I've looked in the fridge and found that I've got some leftover taco boats. You know, like they're like, for when you have tortillas or tortilla boats. So whatever you want to call them. So I've got those. So I've got 3 of these left over. But I fancied something Asian. So these are traditionally Mexican. And I normally cook like kind of pan Asian stuff, like for myself. So, but I've never mixed like, Thai, Korean style with Mexican. So, what could I call it? So, Asixeican? Nah, it's a bit rude, isn't it? How about Maisian? This is pan Maisian. So it's a cross between Asian and Mexican. And that's not as bad as Asixeican, is it? Really? So I'm just trying to separate these. They're being awkward. So I should warm them slightly. So because I don't want holes in the bottom. But I am stubborn, and I'm stood here, and it will happen. There you go. There it's separated. So what I'm going to do in a mixing bowl, I'm going to get some traditional taco mixed beans and put them in the bottom. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash them up. So this is a mashup, literally a Maisian mashup. So there you go. I'm literally mashing up these beans in the bottom to create a paste that I want to line the bottom of the tortilla boats or the taco boats. I don't know what you want to call them. If I'm saying the wrong thing, please correct me in the comments. So I'm doing 3 there. So I'll tell you what, let's just go. These are leftovers anyway, so let's do a. I'll put that in the sink to wash up before I put it in the recycling. So let's mash these beans up. So they're almost like, I don't know if you've had like refried beans, that like I kind of want to emulate that consistency rather than, being able to taste all the different beans. So there you go. You can still see it's beanie, but it's a has-beanie. Mash it up. Right, okay, so there's that. And the last of the the last of the Mexican ingredients going in is a bit of salsa in with the beans. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teaspoons. Boom. So here we go. So the salsa's in there, and that is the last of the Mexican ingredients. And I'm going to literally layer this up here into these tortilla bowls. So you've got beans and salsa in the bottom there. Oh, I know what I've got in the cupboard, in the fridge. I've got a bit of lime. I might give it a little squeeze of lime just in the bottom layer. See what happens to these bad boys. So, because if you're going to do fusion, you might as well do fusion. So the bottom of these are going to taste Mexican, and the top of these are going to taste Asian, and they're going to be healthy as well. So I've got a bit of seaweed going in there. So I messed up a little bit. The whole point was I was going to put a bit of miso in there. So what I'll do is I'll just put the tiniest bit of miso in. Just spread it around a bit. So a tiny couple of little bits of miso just for the health benefits and to make it more Asian. So that will spread out when it's cooking. Yeah, that's all right. So here's where the Asian's kicking in now. So tiny little bit of miso on the other end. That's that done. Can't help but lick the spoon when you're dealing with miso. It's so delicious. So let's put a couple of garlic cloves. Do you know what? It's a superfood, so let's put one in each. Oh, they smell lovely as well. Right, so this is cabbage and needle mushroom. It's about 40p in an Asian supermarket. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit of that on there. Here's where the Asian flavours start coming in. Oh. So I just want a little bit of that because it's got a very unique flavour. It's kind of savoury sweet. It's lovely. Let's see if I can get the rest of this packet out. Get rid of you. Right. So it's like shredded cabbage and shredded needle mushroom. And it's beautiful. Whoa. Right. In a bin. Right. This one makes me laugh. This is basically mixed Asian vegetables. I think these are about 60p in the Asian supermarkets. But I love the description. Vegetable, go with meal. That's it. That's it. So it's a preserved vegetable. So it's got turnip, kohlrabi, chilli, pickled mustard, root mustard, oil, salt, garlic, ginger, soy sauce, soybeans. Like it's got tons in it, and I love the fact that it's just in a little packet, and you can have it as a side. You know, I normally bling my pot noodles with these, my Asian noodles, but recently my cup noodles. So a few of these. So literally just use your fingers, spread them around. Right. I'll bring the board to the camera so you can see what we've got so far. So this is Malaysian. I've just invented a new cooking style. So that'll do. Our fingers are greasy now. So because of the chili oil. So I'll bring these bad boys to the camera so you can see what you're going to get. I'm going to air fry these. So that's like halfway through. So you've got the beans, you've got the salsa, and then you've got garlic, miso, and then Asian vegetables. So let me actually put my purple glasses on. I can tell you where these originated from, maybe. Sometimes they don't say. So this is Chinese. So, and the seaweed is Chinese as well. So, and this is Japanese, the miso. So we've got a good mix of flavors here. So I'm going to put a bit of a tiny little bit of oyster sauce on there. Not much. Literally just a drizzle. Because we've already got a blend of flavors in here. And I'm not finished yet. Come on, hey, come. There you go. I literally just want a tiny little bit. Right. There you go, that's that. Right, so I'm going to pause the camera while I open something. I'm about to open a tin of tuna there, so I'm going with a bit of tuna in each one. Oh, this is going to be great, I think. I hope. So once again, this is my own recipe. I'm just following my own palette. I haven't actually done these before. So, and I eat so much of a variety of food. I don't often cook the same thing twice because I'm always on a culinary exploration, you know. So there's the the tuna going in on top of the beans and the Asian vegetables. Bit of miso, bit of garlic. This is all yummy. Right, okay, so now comes the spicy kelp. So this is this was from, I can't remember. Oh, this was Chinese as well. But all of this is spicy. There's a theme, sweet and spicy with the fish. They always confuse me because they put that open here bit at the bottom of the packet. So, but I think they're, yeah, that's good. I think the comic books are written back to front as well, aren't they? You read them from the back cover. So this is small slices of kelp rather than the big kelp knots, because I thought I'd use the small little pieces because they cook more evenly. So there you go. There's a layer of seaweed going on top. So this isn't good. So a little bit more on there. Right. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I've got no idea what it's going to taste like. Hopefully yummy. So, right, okay, so they're fairly evenly distributed. I've now got to lick my fingers again and give them another rinse, because this is where the magic happens. So, there you go. That's progress so far. So, I know I should have 2 cameras set up, but I've got 1 camera on a stand right now, because it's like, this is just me being bitching in my kitchen. So now I'm going to crack an egg on top of this, all this wonderful stuff. There we go. So the egg goes on and just seals all those ingredients. So what a fantastic idea, I hear people saying. I also hear other people saying, what a disgusting idea. Maisian, what is he thinking? The thing is, not to overthink. Think with your palate, not with your mind. So last egg going on. I'm literally just spreading the egg around as well, making sure it's even before releasing the yolk. Whoa, okay. That one's slightly lower that side. See, the tortilla is slightly lower. So that was angling down. So that one has broken, but these 2 haven't. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to be hard boiling them anyway. Because I've just had egg yolk on my hands, I'm just going to wash my hands properly before the final 2 touches. Okay, so I don't know, this is crazy. So now I'm putting Gran Padano on the top. I'm just going to grate a little bit. So what's this cheese called normally? Parmesan. So, but I prefer this. It's slightly nuttier. I can never remember the names of cheeses. There's so many cheeses, but this is Gran Padano. So we're just scraping a little bit on top. I told you it was a mixed up dish. And there you go. That's that. And for the final bit, the decoration, sriracha, which could be on Asian or Mexican, because that was why I wanted this as the finishing layer, was a banana cheese and the sriracha, because this kind of crosses the boundaries, I think, because I have sriracha on Asian and I have sriracha on Mexican. So this is the glue that binds. I've never had cheese on Asian, so that's surreal for me. So there you go. That's them done. I'm kind of nervous to pick them up because that one was misbehaving itself, but I'm going to anyway. So this is them. I'm going to put them in the air fryer, believe it or not, because I'm kind of having a thing with my air fryer. I just love air frying everything. It's like a kid with a new toy, you know. So these are going in the air fryer for 10 minutes, and I'll be back in 10 minutes to show you the results. Yum. So the reveal, 15 minutes in the air fryer in total, because I wanted to make sure that the egg was done and the fish was cooked right through and everything. So let's get into these. They look interesting, don't they? Let's get into these, see if we can get them out of the air fryer. Oh, they look good. Oh wow, these are quite fascinating. Maisian, my first Maisian food. Oh. Thing is, neither of us know what this is going to taste like. So, it's a bit of liquid in there.
Smells good.
Does smell good. I'm going to get a separate plate, just in case I only want one. Just in case it's that bad. Save that one for later. You know that's never going to happen, right? Okay. So, I got the most attractive looking one. So there you go. Look at this. Maisian tortilla, an Asian veg with miso, seaweed and tuna. What are we doing? You're going to scoop yours like a little bowl. Right, I'm going to cut straight in, see what it looks like. The liquid coming out will be from the tuna. So let's see whether this is a disaster. And remember, you've got seaweed in there as well. So that is absolutely piping hot. Yeah. Ow. That's definitely done. So here's the reveal of the inside. So there's all the yummy ingredients. The egg on top. So I'm getting in. Bit of egg first, a bit of seaweed. Let's go. Wow. Works for me.
That's really good.
I wasn't sure what you were going to say, because for me this is a perfect blend. So, and it was a fun experiment. I just wanted to see what was what. I've got a whole garlic clove in this mouthful. So there you go. Got that. It all works, doesn't it? Even with the tuna.
I love the seafood in that, not the seafood, the seaweed.
Yeah, well, it's spicy kelp, so it just totally and utterly complements the tuna and everything else, and the egg. Even the sriracha works. This is really good. I'd happily serve this up if I was having a dinner party. Not that those sort of things exist anymore. You couldn't imagine going around someone's house for like a 10-person dinner party, or maybe you could. But I'm looking forward to those days coming back. You know, so I used to love going to like dinner parties where people would, you know, cook their best meals and stuff like that, and you all have loads of fun. But this is amazing. Because you didn't slice it in half like me, you're eating it like a delicate little butterfly from the middle. You need to get some of the tortilla boat. So that's another layer. So, wow. I'm extremely happy with this. I don't often worry about my palate and about cooking and stuff like that, but this was something so different to what I normally do. I was thinking, have I gone too far this time? I really was. I was like, oh my God, have I gone too far? Like Asian, like taco or tortilla boats mixed with taco beans and salsa, but it works, right? You still got that salty spice, but it's not kick in the face spice. It's just, and the sriracha even goes well with the salsa as well.
Yeah.
So, but there you go. Right, okay. That was a success. I'll bring you this last one over so you can have a look. So there you go. So it's a Maisian in a little tortilla boat. Look at that. How unique. So there you go. Thanks for watching my crazy inventions. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you in the next video.